Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
What's
Just
the
keep it that.
bedroom?
It's fine. It's fine. It's really.
Were you gonna say of course? Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Do you see that? Like right click the button. Look at that. I literally. I was like, well,
Like literally, every time I try to look through one, I don't see you like using this.
Guys, make sure you remember your numbers
Reset, like-
tomorrow.
scattered.
44.
Hello, boys and girls. Hannah Baker here, live and in stereo.
What? Are you serious? I don't believe it.
No return engagements, no encore, and at this time, no request.
No, I can't believe it. Hannah Baker committed suicide.
I hope you're ready because I'm about to tell you the story of my life. More specifically, why I took my own life. And if you're listening, you're one of the reasons why.
What? No. What did I do?
I'm not telling you which tape is your story, but have no fear. If you receive the little box, your name will appear, I promise.
Is this some type of twisted suicide note?
The rules are pretty simple. There are only two. Rule 1, you listen. Rule 2, you pass it on. Hopefully, neither will be easy for you.
Hey, what do you listen to?
Mom? Mom, you scared me.
Can I listen?
No, it's not mine.
Oh, okay. I'll leave you alone.
When you're done listening to all 13 sides, because there are 13 sides to every story, rewind the tapes, put them back in the box, and pass them to whoever follows the story. And you, lucky number 13, you can take the tapes straight to hell. In case you're tempted to throw away the tapes, I did make copies. They will be released if the package doesn't make it through all of you. Do not take me for granted, again.
No. She can't think I was like that.
You are being watched. Tyler Down, your story, it's kind of creepy. You're probably better known as Peeping Tom. It's trying to understand the excitement of staring through someone's bedroom window. What were you trying to catch me in the act of?
I always knew he was weird.
Let's take a peek inside before you get home. The hallway light is on so I can see in. I see exactly what I expected, a bunch of camera equipment. Wait, did you hear that? You're pulling up the driveway.
I can hear it. Just under his voice. The engine.
How important is your privacy, Tyler? Maybe it's not as important for you as it was for me, but that's not for you to decide. Tyler, remember those knocks on your window? Now you know it was me.
Person I've had to follow so far, Clay.
What are you talking about?
The second set of tapes, Hannah wasn't lying. I have them.
Oh, God.
It's okay. What were you listening to?
What?
Which tape?
I could try to deny it, or I could get out of his car and leave.
It's
Either
o-
way, he knows.
It's okay, Clay. Which tape?
Tyler. Peeping Tom. Tony.
I can drive while you listen to the next tape.
Tell me why she gave them to you.
Just listen to the next tape right now and I'll tell you.
Why?
Clay, I'm not joking around. Listen to the tape.
Answer my question.
The tape is about you, Clay. The next tape is about you. Listen to the tape. You don't leave don't leave the car.
My story, my tape. This is how it begins.
To be honest, there was never a point where I said to myself, Clay Jensen, he's the one.
Hearing my name, the pain doubles. Feel a twist in my heart.
I'm not even sure how much I know about the real Clay. I've gotten to know over the years. Most of what I knew was secondhand information, and that's exactly why I wanted to know him better. Everything I heard was wonderful. Overhearing gossip about Clay became a distraction. I didn't know him, but I definitely wanted to. If Clay was actually that good of a person, I wanted to know him. I made it a personal game to get to know him. But wait, what if I'm building him up to Mr. Perfect, and he's the total opposite? You, Hannah Baker, were the one waiting in the wings, waiting for a flaw, and well, you found it. Now can't wait to tear him down to everyone and ruin him. But will I do that? No. I hope you're not just listening for gossip, because these tapes mean so much more. Clay, your name does not belong on this list. You don't belong in the same way as everyone else. You need to be here because if you're going to tell my story, I need to tell it completely.
Why do I have to listen to this? Why doesn't she just skip me if I'm not important to the story? I would have been happier never hearing this.
I know it would drive you crazy, and I know it would happen to her. Besides, I think she wants you to know.
Why, Tony? Where are we going?
Everything. When you mess with one part of a person's life, you're messing with their entire life. The next few stories are centered around one night.
The party.
They're centered around our night, Clay. You know what I mean. About our night because through all the years we spent going to the same school and working together. That's the only night we actually connected.
I hated that night.
Hopefully no one hears these tapes except for you. Those of you on this list. Of course, if the tapes don't get to you, you'll have to deal with consequences out of your control.
Would he really do that? Would he give the tapes to someone who's not on the list?
I wasn't even supposed to be at the party. Yes, I was invited, but I wasn't supposed to be there. During one of Clay Jensen's gossip moments, I heard you were going to be at the party. What? Clay Jensen at a party?
I study on the weekends. Most of my classes have tests on Mondays.
No one could figure out why they never saw you at parties. Of course, they had theories, but none of them were bad.
Give me a break.
For those of you who don't know what party I'm talking about, it was Courtney's. 512 Cottonwood.
Is that where we're going?
Walking by the houses on the way to the party, it felt like life had so many possibilities. And for the first time in a long time, I felt hope.
So did I. I forced myself out of the house into that party. I wanted something new to happen.
Hope? Well, I guess I misread things.
Knowing what happened between me and Hannah, would I still have gone?
It was the simply and calm before the storm.
Even if the outcome stayed the same, yes, I would have gone.
All you really have is now, which explains my overreaction. Clay, that's why you'll get these tapes, to explain and tell you I'm sorry.
Does she remember that I apologized to her that night? Is that why she's apologizing to me?
By the time I get there at the party was already in full swing. The usual crowd hung out at the front of the party, drunk out in their minds, and greeting everyone with a raised drink.
Hey, I remember those guys. They were the mascots of the party. Clay, what you doing here? Ha ha ha.
The party was like any other party, except for one thing. Clay Jensen. Unlike everyone else, you were the whole reason I came. With everything going on, I wanted to talk to you. Just once. A chance we never got at school. A chance to ask, who are you?
What if you weren't the person I hoped you were? That, more than anything, would have hurt the most.
As I stood in the kitchen, you walked up behind me. You said, Hannah, hey.
When she first got there, she caught me off guard. And like a freak, I ran. It was too soon. I went to the party telling myself if you were there, I was going to talk to you. I didn't care who was there. I was going to keep my eyes focused on you, and we were going to talk. But when you walked in, I freaked out.
I don't know why, you said, but I think we need to talk. And I agreed with probably the dumbest smile on my face. We walked into the living room, sat down in our cups, and started talking. Just like that. We were talking about what was personal, but that didn't matter. I wanted you to know me.
I couldn't believe Hannah and I were finally talking. I didn't want to stop.
I felt like you could really know me because we were interested in the same things. I wanted to tell you telepathy thing, I couldn't because it was too soon, or maybe too late.
Why did you wait until now to tell me?
My mind was already set, not on ending my life, but on going through school without ever really knowing anyone. I went to a party to meet you. Why did I do that? I was hating myself because it wasn't fair to you.
The only thing that's not fair are these tapes. You could have said anything and I would have listened.
The loneliness I entered the party with came back rushing back. For the first time, I was connecting with someone. How was I alone?
You weren't. I was there.
That night was the last night I cared about what anyone thought about me. I thought about how the first person I trusted was Justin, and how the things I told him got twisted and rumors were started. I remember how you ruined my reputation. I shut my eyes, trying to get rid of all the memories. What I saw was everyone on the list. Everyone that caused me to be so interested in Clay's reputation, and how it was different from mine. Clay, your reputation was deserved, but mine was not.
No, we were the same.
I asked you to leave and you started talking. I told you to stop and you got up to leave. But it took you forever to leave the room.
I wanted you to tell me to stop leaving.
The light changed when you finally opened the door, and then it faded again, and you were gone. I slid to the floor and started crying. This is where your story ends, Clay.
It shouldn't have ended there. You had a choice and you pushed me away. I wanted to help you.
We never talked again. That night, when I got home, I wrote down the name after name and made the connections between them.
Are you okay?
I miss her.
I miss her too.
After that night, it seemed like I knew her even less than before. Now I know where her mind was and what she was going through.
I'm asking for help because I can't do this alone. Only one person stands between you and these audio tapes, Mr. Porter.
Sound like he's peeing.
Do I say Clay? Get in, Clay.
Clay, get in the car.
Clay, get in. Without the crutches.
Wait, did you get that on video?
Fuck out of my room!
I wasn't ready for it.
We have to wait.
I'm looking out the window.
Oh, look, I got it.
You sound like a female. I'm not getting in the car with you.
You're the ninth person I've had. I can't do this. I don't know the line.
Okay. Nope.
You're gonna ruin
video again.
No.
everything. The pain doubles. I feel it twist in my heart. Why does that make you laugh? It's depressing.
You're so emotional.
You weren't. I was blah blah blah.